How do you follow someone like Jack? Jack was amazing, wasn't he? I was going to do something similar myself, but the only opera song I know is Go Compare. I don't really like that. Anyway, I just want to let you know I'm lucky to be here tonight to do this, because I have been at A&E all afternoon. And if I promise not to laugh, I'll tell you why I was a casualty. I've got badly bruised testicles. And I walked in, or say I limped into the casualty, I said, I've got badly bruised testicles, and they said, well, what have you done? I said, well, so there's new Dyson ball cleaners, they're not all they're made out to be. Anyway, I was talking with my friend up there, he's a surgeon at James Paget, and he said, you don't believe what happens to me. He said, just before, well, he said, on Christmas Day, he said, there was a baby boy who was born with no eyelids. I went, Jesus Christ. He went, no, not him. He said, there's a baby born, no eyelids. I said, well, how does he blink? He said, well, he said, you're not going to believe this. He said, the surgeons are amazing. He said, they took this boy down to the theatre, and they took some of his foreskin off, and they reconstructed these eyelids for this baby boy. And I thought, that's amazing, that. I said, well, how is he now? They said, well, he blinks all right, but when he's older, he might be a bit cockeyed. Anyway, do you agree with me? Isn't it wrong? When you go to hospital, you have to pay for the car park. So I think that's wrong, don't you? You have to pay for your car park. If you go see a sick relative, you pay for your car park. That's wrong. So today I thought, I'm going to be crafty. When I was up at A&E, I thought, I'm not going to pay for my car park. I'm going to park him on a little side street, you know? And the traffic wardens in Great Yarmouth are so much better than the traffic wardens in Lowestoft. They are. Because actually, I got complimented on the driving today and praised up. Because I got back to the car, there's a little note on my windscreen, parking fine. I've recently got in touch with my inner self, but I have told the wife we're not going to buy that Tesco value toilet tissue anymore. Yeah, me and the wife, happy for 20 years. Then we met. Yeah, my wife, she's lovely, really. But we don't usually see eye to eye. But that's because she's 4'2". I'm not saying my missus is miserable, but she came down the stairs this morning, she went, I'm not happy. I said, which one are you then? Her cooking's not up to much either. She uses the old smoke alarm as a timer. And talk about being ungrateful. I mean, I think I'm the perfect husband myself, and it was her birthday last month, and I booked a table for 2. Was she happy? No. I didn't know she didn't like snooker. And the argument we had at Tesco this afternoon, this is actually what my wife is. She wants to pay 5 pence for a carrier bag. You can buy a shopping trolley for £1. Anyway, my wife, she's alright really, she's not a bad lass. You don't know, do you? Glad she's not working tonight. But anyway, my wife, she is quite talented. She won a fancy dress competition last year at Halloween at the local pub. She didn't come pick me up. She's not about to see. Oh, I'll never forget our wedding night. That was a lovely occasion. Now, I'm not going to go into too many gory details, but I've never still worked it out to this day. We were in the old honeymoon suite, getting all amorous as you do, you know. She undressed, I did as well. Looked a bit like Brad Pitt. Actually, I didn't look like his brother, Seth. Anyway, I still never worked this out to this day. She had these 2 tattoos, and I never worked out whether that was the guidelines of our future sex life, or whether she was a fan of meatloaf. It's just above there, she's got a nice little tattoo saying, I'd do anything for love. And then she turned around and it said, but I won't do that. Till I got banned from B&Q last week. That was a nightmare, that was. Mrs said she wanted the garden all done out, so we went to B&Q. I was in the gardening department, looking for some of that wood to put on the floor. This little man walked up to me in his orange overalls. He said, do you want decking? Lucky for me, I got the first blow in. I like to have a joke, because it's been a hard life for me, and I'm not going to lie, I was abused as a child. And that isn't funny. I used to dread my father coming home. He used to come home and he'd pick up the telephone, hit me around the head with a handset, all the time. I was always on the receiving end. I had nothing for a kid at Christmas. All these kids, you know, they get all these toys nowadays, Xboxes, PlayStations. I got bugger all. Didn't get nothing. In fact, I'm glad I was a boy. I'd had nothing to play with. But there was one birthday where I did get a game, and it was for 2 or more players, and I thought, that's a bit stupid. I'm an only child, no brothers or sisters. What's the point of getting a game for 2 or more players? So I say to my mum and dad, would you play this game with me? No, we're too busy. Can I have my friends round? No, we're too busy. So what was the point of a game with 2 or more players? So most of my childhood I spent playing by myself. In fact, come to think of it, it's still the same now, to be honest. So I've got this lady moved in next door, she's a bit funny. So she needs a red light above her door, I tell you. Every night me and the missus get home from work, there's a different man walking in the door. And every morning we get up, there's a different man walking out. Now, I'm not going to stereotype, I'm not saying she's a prostitute, but I was out in the garden this morning and I see her washing on the line. Even the label on the knickers said next. Anyway, charity, what do you think of charity? I'm all for charity, because I've seen these charity posters around the old bingo and I'm all for charity, but sometimes I do think charity begins at home. And the reason I say that is, have you noticed, they always target you and make you feel guilty. Like the other night I was at home eating my tea, the first mouthful, you turn on the telly and there's a poor little starving child in Africa with a fly on their head or something, just as soon as you're back, and it does make you feel, it does tug at the heartstrings and makes you feel bad. But the one I don't like is the people that canvass and knock on your door every 5 minutes. Do you get those? I mean, we've had loads in the past few weeks. I mean, I'm all for any charities, but we've had the Lifeboat, NSPCC, Air Ambulance, RSPCA, RSP, you know, we've got a lot. Well, anyway, I'm starting to get fed up with it now, and like I said the other night, I did actually cook the wife a nice meal for once. We just sat down, ready to eat our tea, and there's a, at the door, and then there's a woof, woof, woof. Why is it when someone knocks at your door, the dog thinks it's for them? Anyway, I opened the front door, and there's this lady stood at the front door, and in all fairness, she's quite vivacious, she was looking quite nice. I said, can I help you, ma'am? She went, yeah, we're doing a collection in the local area. Well, that got the blood boiling. As soon as she said that, I thought, not another one. I said, okay, what are you doing then? What's it all about? She said, well, we're after donations for the local sperm donor clinic. Did I give her a mouthful? So I used to like clubbing when I was younger. I remember when I first turned 18 and had my first pint, hey, I went down the old nightclub. And I thought, you know, I'll show them what I'm all about and do the moves. And the old DJ was there. I don't think it was you, buddy, but someone was there. And I was doing a bit, you know, I thought I'd do my little piece, and they played the twist. I did the twist. They put the jump on, I did the jump. Then they played Come On Eileen. I don't remember much after that, but the bouncers did drag me out. Anyway, you've probably been bored for hearing me now, so I'm going to close it up. But remember, life is too short, so never be miserable. Always have a nice laugh, and remember, always, laughter is the best form of medicine. Unless, of course, you're asthmatic, then it's a Ventolin inhaler. Good night, thank you.
That's it for Simon, ladies and gents. Well done, Simon. That's a cracking jokes there. Well, unfortunately,